I get a ton of questions about what is the best conditioner, what is the best treatment. So I thought I would take a moment and try to help you understand a little bit better what they are and how to select a proper conditioner for your hair. The first disclaimer that I want to put out there is there is no one best anything. There is no one best conditioner, shampoo, hairspray, gel. Everybody's best something is going to be different than their neighbors. So I am going to share with you some of my personal favorites, things that I have used so I am familiar with what they actually can do. My goal is to help you understand when you're looking at the labels on your products that you are understanding what you're reading so that you can make better decisions. Let's start with the hydrating ones. Some of my favorite hydrating conditioners, Aveda Dry Remedy. This is a moisturizing mask. It says leave it on for 2 to 5 minutes. It works in 2 to 5 minutes. Typically when we hear deep conditioning in the natural hair community, we think of a long drawn out process, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, overnight, 3 days.
Please don't leave anything in your hair that long.
Lord, that's a topic for another day. When you are dealing with high quality products, concentrated products, their products work in the time that they say. So you could actually do this for 5 minutes. Could you leave it on a little bit longer? Sure, of course you could. The reason we know it focuses on moisture beyond the fact that it says it's dry remedy and it's made to intensively seal in moisture, we know because it doesn't have protein in it. It's not a protein rich product. So that means it's going to be focused more on hydration versus repair. Black Vanilla by Carol's Daughter, this hair smoothie mask, it is focused mainly on replenishing the moisture in the hair. Another one by Camille Rose Naturals is the penetrating hair treatment in the coconut water collection. For those of you that have a love affair with coconut oil, you will probably like this. It has been properly pH balanced. If you are into coconut oil and you're using the raw coconut oil that you cook with, the kind that you buy in the jar in the cooking oil section of the grocery store, I just caution you to be careful with that. It can definitely, if not properly balanced, can make your hair kind of brittle and hard. I definitely have had clients come in that are telling me, yeah, I put coconut oil in my hair every day and their hair is hard as a brick. Don't overuse it. Pay attention to your hair, but coconut oil is not a bad ingredient. It's one of those too much of a good thing. Another favorite of mine in the moisturizing category is TGIN's Honey Miracle Hair Mask. This one is made with raw honey and olive oil. Those are the primary ingredients in this product. Spreads very easily, it makes your hair easy to detangle, and your hair does feel really good after using it. I've used it a few times on myself. I really, really like it. It definitely has a lot of movement to it. So even though it's a deep conditioner, it's not overly thick. The thing I have to caution you with on this one is the time you have to use it. Raw honey expires. Here is an old jar of that Honey Miracle Mask. If you look at the color of this one compared to this other jar, this one kind of has a yellowish tint to it versus the new one is white. I would say with products that have a lot of raw ingredients in them, you need to use them in less than 6 months. Now, if this is your weekly conditioner, clearly you're going to use it before that time rolls around. A lot of brands, depending on the brand, will tell you how long your products will last. Aveda has the open jar symbol on the back of their packaging. It's a little jar with an open lid and it has a number and then the letter M. This one says 24M, which means from the time that you open this and start squeezing product out, it is good for 24 months from that date. All brands don't tell you what the expiration is on them. Products are not regulated by the FDA. They don't necessarily have to give you that information. This jar should probably last you anywhere from 8 to 12 washes, depending on how much hair you have. You don't have to be heavy-handed with this. You should not be scooping out big handfuls of this and slathering it on your hair. If you're in the shower doing your conditioner and you are hearing a bunch of plopping on the bathroom floor, on the tub floor, it's tons of goo gobs of white stuff oozing all down your body, you're doing it wrong. You don't need that much conditioner. You are wasting your product, and that is why you are complaining about the prices of products, because you're overusing them and you have to replace them too often. This is a product that spreads well. You do not need a ton of this stuff to get through your hair, so just be mindful. Conditioners that talk about repair are going to have words like repair. They're also going to emphasize that they have some type of specific protein in them. Oftentimes you'll see the word restructuring. Those are words that pretty much mean that they're going to help you with damage. Agadir Argan Oil Moisture Mask. Even though it says moisture mask, it says with keratin protein. So what this is trying to tell you is that keratin protein is the active ingredient in this mask that they're focusing on. Let's say you have bleached hair and your hair feels kind of mushy, you don't have as much curl definition anymore, maybe your hair is shedding very easily. This is going to be a mask that's going to help slow that down. Will it absolutely stop it and fix it 100%? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how severe the damage is, but this should definitely help the hair be more manageable and at least slow down the damage. We Dye Curl Recovery Meltdown Extreme Repair Mask. You guys have seen me talk about this one a lot over the years. This is an elasticity treatment. This one seeks to help restore the moisture protein balance in the hair. In turn, you get less frizz, more curl definition. This is one of those masks that you don't need a lot of as well. It spreads very easily. You will notice that it starts to melt into the hair. It does have a slight warm sensation to it. If you're in the shower using this and you start to feel a little warm and tingly on the scalp, don't panic, nothing's wrong. It heats up a little bit. Carol's Daughter Manoy Repairing Hair Mask. This one is supposed to help you have less breakage. So this one is made with Manoy oil, bamboo water, and hydrolyzed silk protein. Okay, so silk protein is one of those proteins that seeks to help smooth out the hair and hold the moisture in. So silk is a very pliable, very strong substance. It should break less because there's not as much dryness, and breakage is a result of dryness. Briogio's Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This one is going to also help reduce breakage. If you have a lot of breakage and a lot of shedding, this could help slow that down. What they also have is this Rosarco oil. It's made with rosehip, argan, and coconut oil. You can add some of this to the conditioner. Don't dump it in the same jar. Take out a mixing bowl and mix it together. This is one that you can use weekly if you are in repair mode. This is a good maintenance product that you could incorporate maybe once out of the month. You never want to over processed stuff that has protein in it, because that's what will make your hair too hard. You want to pay attention to the processing time that they have put on the mask, and maybe you can add a little bit more time from there, but you definitely can't leave this in for like hours or go to the store in it or sleep in it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nope. Aveda Damage Remedy Intensive Restructuring Treatment. It has quinoa protein. Quinoa is the only protein that has all 9 of the amino acids in the chain. This one is going to repair sun damage, breakage, and shedding. This one will also help if you have color damage. Maybe you had a color done that was over processed, or you have bleached hair. This is a treatment that works in 2 to 5 minutes as well. Aveda makes their products very concentrated. You don't need a lot of this. It also will emulsify easily through the hair. So this is something you can use weekly if you are in repair mode, or as a maintenance product, you could incorporate it every 4 to 6 weeks. It does not make your hair hard. It actually feels pretty doggone slippery and soft after you've rinsed it out, because it's gone in and filled in any protein holes that the hair may have. If you have color treated hair, and you want to preserve that color, especially if you have fantasy colors, those colors tend to bleed out of the hair very, very easily. Pureology is a brand that focuses specifically on color treated hair. They have different lines for different things. This is something you can definitely use every week. You can use it multiple times a week if you're a person who washes your hair more often. But if you have color treated hair and you're having issues maintaining the color because your color seems to fade really easily, Pureology is a brand that is formulated to work with those issues. Smooth Infusion by Aveda. This mask is going to help defend against humidity. It's going to help not only when you're thermal straightening to protect the hair from thermal damage, but just in general moisturize the hair so that it frizzes less. You do not have to be straightening your hair to use Smooth Infusion. You can use this to wash your hair even if you're planning to do a wash and go or a twist out. A more recent release is the We Dyed Advanced Climate Control Defrizzing Conditioner. This one I love. I actually washed my hair with this collection here, and I've actually been outside in the rain and it's still held up very nicely. And they have a shampoo that goes with it. There's a leave-in spray, and then there's a gel. I used all 4 products, and then I inserted Mixed Chicks leave-in before the gel. This is not gonna repair damage. Now, if your hair is frizzy because it's damaged, you're gonna have to go with one of the restructuring conditioners I just talked about. But if you just have frizz because it's humid where you live, this is gonna be helpful to you. When you're trying to figure out what kind of conditioner to use in your hair, prioritize the conditioner based on what your hair needs. If your hair feels dry to the touch, not meaning it doesn't feel oily, because I think a lot of times you all are mistaking the feel of oil as moisture, and oil is not a moisturizer. So that's not what you're looking for. Is it brittle? Does it snap very easily? Does it break very easily? Those are things that are indicative of moisture. If your hair is limp, your curls are not very taut, the elasticity may be gone from the hair, so you may need more protein in the hair. If you have low porosity hair, you don't have any color in your hair, you don't have any heat damage, you probably don't need a lot of protein because you probably aren't losing any. Protein is lost through styling, color, flat ironing, the curling irons, things like that. Your hair probably is going to need a little bit more protein. If you have bleached hair, high lift color treated hair, you're probably gonna need more protein in your conditioner. If you decide that your hair needs moisture, when you're looking at products, look for things that do not have protein in the title. If you need repair, you're gonna look for products that say restructuring and repairing. Once you've decided on a conditioner, grab the shampoo that goes with the conditioner so that you're not sitting around confusing yourself. At least they've been pH balanced to work together. If you're not really sure what to use, the safe bet is to choose a shampoo from the same brand. At least they are going to be formulated and balanced to work together. It's really not as difficult as it sounds. Pay attention to your hair. I know that my hair likes aloe leaf juice, so I look for that in products a lot of times. If you're not sure what your hair likes, it's probably because you're not paying attention to what you're putting in your hair. If you're absent-minded and you forget, take notes after wash day. What did you use? How did it feel? Take pictures of your hair after you've styled it so you have some record of what you're doing. That way, when you look back on it a month later, you're not clueless about, did that work? Did I like that? What did I use 2 weeks ago? Keep track of yourself. If your hair is shedding profusely, breaking profusely, there's all kinds of mayhem occurring, don't sit there and just keep doing weird stuff that you're finding around YouTube. And I say that as I'm sitting here talking to you on YouTube. That's gonna make it worse. You need to see a professional. At some point, sometimes you just got to give it up and let somebody help you, child. If you are completely confused and you feel like no matter what you try, nothing works and you're just frustrated, I do Skype consultations for that reason, because a lot of times when you all are asking me things in the comments, I can't answer you because I need to ask you some qualifying questions first. If you do a Skype consultation, I can sit and talk to you and understand what you're trying to tell me. Hopefully this video has helped you rethink your conditioning strategy, what you're selecting to condition with if you still haven't found your personal favorite. Until next time, that's it.